What up, what up? Last weekend, we did it. We've done it. I did a demo on Saturday night, and I almost did two, but the event had a lot of, like, kind of, it was a lot of people, a lot of fights, some people pulling out and stuff. Fights, sorry. There was no fights. There was sparring sessions, and yada, yada, yada. It was Muay Thai appreciation at a gym called Combat Arts. So, yeah, but basically, we did a demo last night. I told you guys that I was going to do that, show you the footage, do everything. So this is the video of my first piece of what to me feels like competition. It wasn't necessarily super competitive, whatever. You guys are going to see and judge for yourself. It's been about, I think this is the beginning of the 9th month that I started training. So take that for what you will. There's a couple of moments in particular where you can see that we were like fucking going a little bit, not like 100% or nothing like that. I would say it's probably 60, 50, 60. And, but the event was supposed to be 30, 40, but you know how it is when you get in there, whatever. I didn't record the day of much, but I obviously have the demo itself, and then I can talk about the experience and how it was after, and kind of everything that led into it and happened after, and how I felt in the moment, all that shit. And I'm excited to do that. So, check it out.
Done.
Ready, 90-second rounds. First round is in, let's go.
nice and adventurous outdoor vibes. So you guys just watched the demo and seen all that, so that's dope. Hopefully you guys were entertained and thought it was cool, and now I'm just gonna yap about the experience and how it felt and everything. So in the days leading up to it, I was not really all that nervous, although people were telling me that I was gonna be people kept telling me you're gonna be nervous, I'm not gonna say I wasn't nervous. The night before I did have a nightmare. It didn't have anything to do with fighting, but I'm assuming maybe that had something to do with it. I had one nightmare the night before, woke up, whatever. I would get some like jitters and stuff but it's hard to tell the difference between being excited and being nervous, so I don't really know, but I definitely got like the little bits of nervousness, little bits anxious, like a little bit of just, I don't know. But then the day of, I showed up, and went and did it. Well, no. I showed up, walked in, paying, get stamped, you know what I mean? Walked in, still not really that nervous. Some other people that come from the same gym as me now are like suited up and whatever. We're getting ready, we're warming up, moving around. And yeah, I still felt all right. They announced the first 15 people that were going to be going. I wasn't one of them. So I was like, I have time to just be moving around and get warm and get prepared and whatnot. Now this is when they started really talking about, you're going to be nervous. And I started seeing that, like, some people were getting pretty fucking nervous. You could see them start sweating super, like, profusely, like, even when they're not, like, moving around. And that was, like, a little sign to me, like, okay, these people are really feeling that, like, nervous anxiousness about the whole thing. Yeah, I still felt okay. Some jitters, like, oh, I have to pee, but then I was like, nah, I'm probably just getting that nervousness, so I just won't. So I didn't, and then literally I was in there, and the crew of the other gym comes up to me after one of my other teammates was supposed to be fighting next. He comes up to me and says, oh, are you ready? I'm like, am I ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And he says, gear up, you're going to fight right now. I was like, oh, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I run, get my gear on. That was the most, amount, where I was nervous for a minute. But it wasn't necessarily this, they kind of describe it as, like a pit in your stomach or something like that. But it wasn't like that. It was just, I just felt anxious for a minute. And then I went, got all my gear on, walked out there. As soon as we were standing across from each other, I didn't feel nervous anymore. It was super hard to hear. That was weird. I could hear my crew's voice yelling, angles. That's, the only words that I remember hearing. The other people in the crowd, I couldn't hear them at all. I couldn't hear... Yeah, it's so weird. Your mind, blocks out all the other voices and stuff that you could hear, I guess. But it was definitely a super dope experience. Afterwards, after that, adrenaline rushy, of the first round, I realized that, wow, it really affects your cardio more than you might think, because you do, 20 fucking rounds, or maybe not 20 rounds, but you can do 12, 15 rounds and be, gassed, but you just did 12 or 15 rounds with no time off or whatever, so you're like, bro, I'm good. This was 3 rounds of 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I actually was feeling it in my lungs a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? My cardio is so much better than that. But it was that adrenaline, that rush, that I just kept going. But yeah, super dope experience. Had a great time. I think that's about the gist of how I felt. It was super surreal. I felt super good afterwards. Walking after it was over, the last 10 seconds, get it over. Not even get it over with. I liked it when I was in there too. And I'm walking, I'm just giving respect to the other people. I'm hugging my crews and stuff and walking and dapping people up in the crowd as I'm walking up, and just feel so fucking sick. Just feel like a guy, you know what I mean? I don't know, there's no feeling like that in my whole life that I felt. So, yeah, that was about the gist of my experience on my first demo. I probably won't be able to show you guys like as I actually get good, because as you can see, I'm not good right now, so it doesn't really matter if I show you guys my demos or shit like that. And then once I get better, I'll probably have to be a little more secretive about what I post, but I'll still get some good content to you guys and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys fuck with it, like the scenery out here, the vibe switch. So